Hey, welcome to Slay the Spire. Today playing the daily challenge for May 12th, 2026. The character at the Ironclad and the modifiers are all stars, so have the 5 colorless cards. Hoarder, whenever you add a card to your deck, add 2 additional copies. You can only remove cards from your deck at the merchant. And Night Terror's resting at red side deals 100% of HP, but costs 5 max HP. I see Gulpia here with 1691. That's a great score. I'm a little worried that I don't see any other family names in the top 20. Alex has 1622. Okay, so Zenbri and Cyberfox tied for 1564. Is that the first time they're tied? And I guess this also shows us that Cyberfox's Steam account is slightly older than Zenbree's because the tie is broken down by how old your Steam account is. So yeah, congratulations. I see Nick here with 1616. All right, let's see what I can come up with here. First of all, we got 15 copies. Okay, I'm actually very happy with 3 copies of Hand of Greed. That should help a lot. A collector mouse on the Panacea already? Yeah, I guess I'll use it. I'll have to use it. All right, 2 lead path either on the left, which would give me 1, 2... Oh, just 3 question mark rooms, or in the middle, which gives me the same early 2 question mark rooms, and then 3, 4, so 1 extra question mark room, right? So after this point, yeah, I only get 1 question mark room on the left, and in the middle I'll get 2. So yeah, let's go on the right, sure. Alright, so I do want to try to use the Hand of Greed as much as I can. Ideally, I would draw it at 1.2. Well, let's do defend, might as well do the Panaceas, and then do a strike each. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll get a shot, but, you know, if I have these many Hand of Greeds, I should try to use them. Now, unfortunately, I did lose 2 of those Hand of Greeds already. Oh, there's a third one. Beautiful. Alright, we got a Dex Potion, Dual Wield, Heavy Blade, Spot Weakness. I don't think anything fits this deck really well. Yeah, I guess if I get some good zero-cost cards, I'll take the Dual Wield. Heavy Blade would be better if I had Strength and Spot Weakness. Fine, let me take the Spot Weakness because then later I can get Heavy Blade. How about that? Alright, here I got the Cultist. Let's do Violence and then Hand of Greed and a Strike. Okay. And then 1 strike alone is not going to be enough with the other Hand of Greed. Let's do Panacea, and then Hand of Greed here. Okay. So yeah, I just have to wait for the third one, which might take a little bit. There it is. Never mind. Beautiful. Alright, Pommel Strike, Headbutt, Clothesline. I think Headbutt is not a bad idea to bring back a Hand of Greed if I need to. Let's do it. Alright, here I got the Jawworms. Let's do Spot Weakness, Finesse. And then if I do Violence, I might get a Hand of Greed that I can't play. So instead, let's just defend here. Okay. Alright, here... Yeah, let's do Bash. Anything I need to... Actually, I can... Here, let's do Bash and then Headbutt the Violence. That should be enough next turn, right? Okay. Oh, wait, no. With the Vulnerability, I should be able to kill with Hand of Greed. Awesome. Alright, Pommel Strike, Cleave, Perfected Strike. So I think this might be a great Perfected Strike, though. Let's take it, and I do need to pick up some Strike cards. Remove a card. I honestly don't think I need 6 Panaceas, right? Yeah, I'm totally okay with just 5 Panaceas. So let's remove 1 of them. Okay. Alright. And then here, ideally, I would use the Hand of Greed a few times. Let's... Oh, did not get that here. Interesting. Alright, I guess I'll do Spot Weakness, Panacea, and then defend. And I guess I can do a strike. Not that it matters, but let's play it. Alright. Okay. And then, yeah, ideally I would draw a Hand of Greed once in each turn. That way, I don't want to do the Finesse because I might draw a Hand of Greed. That way, I should be able to use... Okay, so I have another Hand of Greed here. And then Oh, no, I can't do Headbutt because that will kill this guy. So I shouldn't have attacked it. Instead, I can do Hand of Greed here. Beautiful. Alright, got a Speed Potion, Bludgeon. I will probably not go for Popper. There's a very early Bludgeon. Let's risk it. Okay. Right, here I got these Sentries. Oof, Bludgeon alone is not going to be enough, right? I do have a Dex and Speed Potion. The Dex Potion would be enough. Let me do... So, 7... Yeah, let me do Finesse first. Alright, might as well do Panacea, then drink. Actually, the Speed Potion would give me 5 permanent Dex. No, let's drink the Dex Potion here to be fully defended, and then I think I have to do Hand of Greed. Next turn might be a challenge. I still have the Flex Potion, the Speed Potion, I mean, which might be necessary. Now, see, for that, I needed to... do a Flex Potion, that's a 9. So, actually, yeah, I think I have to do it. Let's do the Speed Potion here. Then do the Panaceas. Then do Finesse. I gotta defend here. I think instead, actually, with the defend, I'll be fully defended. I might not be able to defend next turn, so I think I'll do defend and then Perfected Strike, because this actually gives me a chance to kill this guy if I have to with the Hand of Greed next turn. Okay. Or a Perfected Strike. Okay. What would I headbutt, though? Probably... There is a Hand of Greed in my discard pile. No, I think I should bring back a defensive card. Alright, let's do Perfected Strike. Then Hand of Greed. Probably a defend, right? Finesse is enough, too, with the 7 decks I have. Okay. So then I just need an attack to get rid of this guy, and then I should be able to fully defend. Okay, yeah, this works. I can do Finesse, and I think I'll even do Violence to get to play the Hand of Greed. All right, and then headbutt that Hand of Greed. No, that alone is not going to be enough. All right, let's see if I can get 11 more damage somehow. Yeah, strike is not enough here, right? All right, fine. Let's do Hand of Greed, a strike, and then at least I should be able to perfect this one. With the Hand of Greed, awesome. All right, I can't complain. This went really well. We got White Beast Statue potions, always appear combat rewards, as well as an Elixir potion, and Metallicize is interesting. So remembering, I do have some strength, and Cleave does AoE damage, but I think I'll take the Metallicize. Okay. All right, here again, the goal is to use the Hand of Greed a few times, so let's wheel this guy down to less than 12, or less than 20, or less than or equal to 20. And then Violence did not give me Hand of Greed. That's disappointing. All right, well, I can do Bludgeon, then this guy's less than 22. Okay. And I mean, I heal back at the end. Who's my final boss, by the way? Guardian. Okay, I will need some good block cards there. Alright, I'm a little annoyed that I have to take a bunch of damage, but again, I think it is worth it just to try to use the Hand of Greed as much as I can. Once my deck gets larger, it's going to be really hard to use the Hand of Greed, so the more I can use it now, the better, I think. Here, let's do Headbutt what? I already... Right, the Violence exhausts. Alright, let's just do Defend and Spot... Oh, that was the wrong one to spot weakness on. No harm done, though. Alright, there's Hand of Greed 1. Backland does way more damage. Okay, and then I'll wait on the Violence because I do want to use the Hand of Greed on this guy. And I can't. Beautiful. Alright, I got a Liquid Memories potion, Wild Strike, a Collector's on the headset. I think I'll take the Wild Strike to make the Perfective Strike stronger first, though. I'm hoping to get Collector's on the headbutt later. Alright, unfortunate that I have 2 spot weaknesses already and I can't use any of those. This is disappointing. 14. Yeah, there's not much I can do here, right? I don't think there's anything I can bring back. If I do Hand of Greed twice, that's 40, 49. Not much I can do, right? Could the Finesse... What would the... If the Finesse gives you a Bludgeon, that's the only hope? No, even with that, I don't have enough, right? Yeah, even the Bludgeon is only 32 damage, and that times 2 is 64, and 871. It'll cost me all my energy. So, yeah, unfortunately, I think I'll accept the loss of a perfect here. Let's do Hand of Greed, bring back that Hand of Greed, and deal an extra 20 damage next turn. Yeah, it's a shame, and I do wonder if I had gotten on the left. The lead was much later. Maybe I would have been able to pick up some good cards before I had to fight it. Let's do Hand of Greed and Headbutt again, and at least I can use the Hand of Greed here. Yeah, a bit disappointing, but what can you do? All right. Got Pendip. Every 10th attack we play deals double damage. Another Liquid Memories potion. Not bad. Corruption. Pummel Strike is really tempting, but fine. Let's take the Corruption and try to get a Dead Branch. We got Lantern Siege with additional energy. Okay. And then here I got the Fungi Beasts. I cannot use the Hand of Greed yet. Actually, wait. Right, I have extra energy with Lantern. So, yeah, let's do Bash and Hand of Greed. Oh, I should have done... That was dumb. I should have done the Panacea. That would save me 3 HP. Yeah, that was not very smart. I can do Wild Strike and Hand of Greed, though, here, so that's good. All right. An Explosive Potion, which is probably better than the Elixir Potion. I can't think I need the Elixir Potion for anything. And here I got a Collector's on the Perfected Strike. That's really good. I mean, I have the gold. Let's buy... let me get rid of this. And which of these do I want? Probably the Cultist Potion. Yeah, I do need some good block cards for the Guardian fight, though. If I want to have any chance against it. I kind of want to upgrade the Metallicizes. Those might help me. Okay. Alright. And then here, once again, I should try to use the Hand of Greed as much as I can. Let's do Metallicize and Corruption and then wait. Yeah, I think that's a little bit boring, so I'll spit this up my back when I hopefully have a chance to use what do you call it? A Hand of Greed on all of them. So yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, there it is, though. Didn't take too long. Was able to get all the Hand of Greeds. Another Liquid Memories is a little too much. Another Perfected Strike. Man, I would make the Perfected Strikes I have so much more powerful, but it also... means I might not be able to get a Collector. So I think instead I'll take the Armaments. That might be better. Alright. Then here I just got a regular Slavers fight. Can I do double damage Hand of Greed? I would love to save the double damage for the next fight. But yeah, fine. Let's do Perfected Strike and then Hand of Greed for a kill. Beautiful. Another Explosive Potion. I'll skip. This arm might be really good. There's a Dark Embrace. I have to take a Dark Embrace though. That might allow me to get combo. Should I upgrade that Dark Embrace? Not a bad idea. But no, I think I'll continue to upgrade the Metallicizes. If I can get 2 of them out early, that might be great. Right, here I will drink the Cultist Potion. I might need all the help I can get. It is not a bad idea to start off upgrading the Dark Embrace, then do Panacea. Actually, another Armaments next turn? No, I think I'll do Wild Strike and then Headbutt that Wild Strike. That should almost all but guarantee... Oh, I forgot about the Dark Embrace I just played. Alright, fine. Alright, so, here, wait, 18 damage. I have to do the Hand of Greed, right? So let's do Spot Weakness and then Hand of Greed. Alright, I just have to hope I can get enough block here. Well, I do have Corruption and Defend. That is a good start. And then another Defend. That allows me to be fully defended this turn. What will I do next turn? Especially because I don't have... I just have the armaments as... Actually, I have 2 armaments as Defend. Alright, let's do Violence first. Then Finesse. Alright, there's a Metallicize. That's interesting. So that's 6. I need another 10. So I think the only thing to do here is to bring back 1 armaments. And then another. But I guess I could have drawn a defensive card with the Dark Embrace, huh? There's a second one. Alright, let's do another armaments, upgrade everything, then do another Dark Embrace. So now every time I exhaust the card, and I can't do any attacks, right? Because I have exactly 16. Alright. Okay, 20 incoming. I have to transform here. I do have the Perfected Strike, which is good. Let's do Spot Weakness. Another Spot Weakness. Okay, that's good. Let's do Panacea. Oh boy, I obviously cannot defend. Should I do the Finesses? I'm trying to think if I should headbutt the Perfected Strike. That's clearly not enough, right? Yeah, let me try to avoid drawing more things. I think I'll just do... Can I headbutt something else? I don't have any... I guess I have the Spot Weakness that will draw me a card. Fine. Let's do... Headbutt the Spot Weakness. And then do Perfected Strike here. Okay. Alright. So 9 incoming. There's another Metallicize that's really helpful. And I could defend with the Defend. And I still have some block cards left. So let's avoid drawing more stuff. Actually, I can headbutt. Don't have anything good to headbutt, right? Another Dark Embrace? No. A Finesse. I can headbutt a Finesse. Alright, let's do Defend first. Did draw another Defend. That's unfortunate because now I just have the armaments and Metallicize, which still should be fine. So if I head... Oh, wait, hang on. I cannot headbutt. No, wait, I have 12. I can do headbutt. Alright, let's headbutt the Finesse. Okay. And stop here. Alright. Okay, so, there's some Metallicize. That'll be 8 plus 4, it's 12. And then the armaments, that is enough. Yeah, let's do it. Also forces a reshuffle. Okay. So 17. If I do Finesse, that'll be 19, which means I could play 1 attack. And that attack could be the Perfected Strike. It's like a good idea. I didn't miscalculate, right? Let's do it. Okay. So I just have to deal 63 damage next turn. Can I pull that off? Bludgeon is 58. So close. Let's do it. Alright, because now, if I remember correctly, if I can kill while in the very last turn, I will still keep the perfect here. So if I'm not mistaken, this should, even though I lost HP, this should count as a perfect. So yeah, beautiful. Got a Snecko Potion, offering, bludgeon, feed. Definitely the offering, right? Feed is interesting, but my deck is already getting really large, so it might be really hard to actually use effectively. But it's not a bad thing to have for the max HP, right? Yeah, all of these are good. Bludgeon will give me a collector bonus, right? So, yeah, I have to pick between these. I think I'll take the feed because it also exhausts, so that'll trigger the Dark Embrace. And then here, we're definitely going to take the Black Star. It leads to additional relic when defeated. Also disappointing, I only have 4 relics by the end of Act 1. I fought 2 elites, right? And I got a treasure chest? Yeah, fine. That's what happens when you only have 4 question mark rooms. There's a 3 elite path on the left with 1, 2... Wow. Alright, just 2 question mark rooms. Okay. I could skip an elite, but fine. I guess I should give up a Mystery Machine then. And curses were probably going to be unlikely either. Unlikely as well. Alright, here I have double damage bludgeon. That's really nice. Yeah, let's do that. And then, too bad I can't afford the Hand of Greed. Yeah, I guess I'll do Wild Strike here. Alright. Except a little bit of damage. I mean, I have a feed now in my deck, so ideally I would try to use that. Let's upgrade the Defend. Play that. And then if I can't use the feed, I'll bring back the Hand of Greed. Because I don't want to take too much damage here. Yeah, let's just do Hand of Greed here. It's fine. I'll get some gold instead. We got a Flex Potion. Disarm. Didn't I pick up a Disarm? I didn't draw it. No, for some reason I thought I did. I didn't, I guess. Alright, yeah, Disarm is pretty good. Let's take it. Okay. Here, I don't think I'll do Ritual Dagger. I'm hoping to get Overkill with a Perfected Strike, so let's gain the gold instead. And then here, I could give up a rare card. You know what? I probably don't need this many Violences. They're not bad, but of the rare cards I have, I think the Violences are the least useful, so... Yeah, let's give that up and gain some extra HP. Okay. And then here, I got a shop. I can pretty much afford everything, right? Let's get a collectors on the armaments and Metallicize. And Wild Strike. And Hand of Greed, why not? Yeah, it's a collectors, right? I can also do Second Wind. Not sure about body slam because I don't have that much block. In terms of cards, Ancient Tea Set is fine when we enter Rest Size and Nightcomb with 2 extra energy. And I don't think I do Whetstone. Let me grab the Entropy Brew. Alright. I was sort of hoping to have a better shop here, but I was able to buy a lot of good stuff. Alright, so here Perfected Strike is already 40. That's pretty good. Let's do Perfected Strike, Headbutt, and then worst case I can kill with the Perfected Strike next turn, although ideally I should try to use the feed at least once, right? Well, at least twice to get the well-fed modifier. I've got a Gambler's Spree, which I'll skip. Wild Strike, Headbutt, Thunderclap. Didn't I just pick up Wild Strike Collector Bonus? I did. I think I did a Headbutt Collector Bonus. No, I didn't do a Headbutt Collector Bonus. So, yeah, I think I'll do Headbutt here. Right? Okay, here I got the Gremlin Leader. Unfortunately, I'm being attacked on turn 1. Now, there is a Snecko potion I have that I could try to use. Let's do Finesse. No. Should I do Defend, Headbutt, Finesse, Defend? That will be 12. That gets me almost there. So, Headbutt the Defend, Finesse the Defend, and then drink the Snecko potion. Hope I get something good. No. I am a little bit short. And I don't think there's anything I can do here, right? If I do double damage with the Perfected Strike, that'll be 90. Let me see what the Finesse gives me. You know what? Let's try this. Let's drink the potions. There is a Weakness Potion and a Blessing of the Forge, but that's not going to be enough. But the Weakness Potion is enough to allow me to be fully defended, assuming I can kill the Mad Gremlin, which I can with the Wild Strike. I can still do... I think I'll waste the Perfected Strike on Shield Gremlin just so that the enemy decides to summon next turn. And I do have double damage next turn, so hopefully that'll help. I was hoping for a Perfected Strike there. You know what? I think I'll do Corruption. Yeah, let's hope for a Perfected Strike. Alright, another 12. Not happy that I'm being attacked here again. Alright, let's drink the Swift Potion using all my potion. There is a Dark Embrace here. That is helpful. And I think I'll even do the second wind to draw a bunch of cards. Should I do the Metallicize? No. No, I think I'll do... let's do second wind. That also gives me a bunch of block. Alright. Actually, that gives me enough block to be able to fully defend. Now, there is a double damage Perfected Strike. That's not enough, though. Actually, I think if I upgraded, it would be enough to get me overkill. Well, yeah, it definitely will be enough to get me overkill. Alright, I guess without it, should I just do a basic strike? Yeah, let's get rid of this guy. That way I'll avoid being weakened, although I did waste double damage a little there. The Weakness Potion was very helpful, though. I'm very happy with that. Let's do this arm. And then, yeah, let's upgrade the Bludgeon. Let's upgrade the Perfect Strike, because that deals more damage than the Bludgeon. Alright, and then can I get a 1 energy attack, maybe? No, that's fine. Okay. Alright, please don't attack me again here. Lucky. Okay, I got lucky there. Good. Perfected Strike alone is not enough. None of these guys... Actually, I can Headbutt it back, right? Yeah, let's do Perfected Strike. Then Headbutt the Perfected Strike. Should I do Bludgeon? Hang on. No, Perfected Strike does more damage, right? It's not quite enough, so I'll need... Actually, I have the Upgrade Potion, worst case. Alright. Luckily, the Shield Gremlin also didn't block the backliner. Alright, so Perfected Strike is 43, with Spot Weakness it's 46. Beautiful. Alright, perfect. This one had to use a lot of potions, so I'm glad I had brought the Entropy Brew. Without it, I don't think I would have been able to perfect this one. We got Juju Bracer, normal enemy combats are no longer encountered in Crush Mushrooms, and Bag of Preparation at the start of each combat are traditional cards. Very helpful. Reaper Iron Wave Uppercut. Iron Wave is a great card. It also gives me a little bit of block on the side. Well, should I continue to upgrade the Metallicizers? No, let me, I don't know, upgrade the Armaments. Lots of good things to upgrade here. Yeah, I guess I'll upgrade the Armaments to help me get everything else upgraded. Okay. Alright. Here I got the Slavers. Violence. I mean, I might have trouble here. I don't have double damage active soon. I do have lots of energy because of Ancient Tea Set and a Blessing of the Forge. But I think I'll do Violence first, then drink the Blessing of the Forge. So now Perfected Strike is enough to get rid of 2. End of Greed is not enough for the other one, though. I could do Disarm Metallicise. Okay, so if I do Perfected Strike 1, Perfected Strike 2, then Disarm and Metallicise, I'm fully defended. Awesome. Alright, that was really lucky, and now I don't take any damage at any point, so might as well try to use the feed, although that might be a little difficult, but I think I'll try to pull that off. So let's save 1 feed in case I get a headbutt, and yeah, I'll spit this up. I'll be right back. Alright, beautiful. And the feed was upgraded too, so I got 294 max HP, which is nice. We got tiny chests every 4th question mark room is a treasure room. I think I'll skip that. I also don't have that many question mark rooms. So we got Vajra Stage Cone with 1 strength, as well as a flex potion. Although, on the other hand, if I'm unlikely to get curses, but no, I might get the normal event. Let's not do this. Alright, Sword Boomerang's Blood for Blood or Carnage. Carnage is fine, but I think I'll take the Sword Boomerang. Okay. And then, yeah, let's go this way for another regular fight. We got Tony Thopdome, we'll use a potion, heal 5 HP. Very helpful. Well, I don't think I really lose that much HP for it to be super necessary. Right, here, I think I'll just upgrade the bludgeon and just deal 43 damage. Why not? Come. Right. Okay, 8 incoming. There's a feed that's going to be a little hard to use. Still, actually, no, let's save it to bring it back with a headbutt in case. And then here I can do Wild Strike. And how about I help with the bludgeon for now? Okay. Right. And then bludgeon is only 43. That's beautiful. Let's do that and then do Dark Embrace. I am losing a lot of HP, but hopefully I'll be able to get another feed. No, let's do Second Wind. Okay. Oh, that doesn't give me... Oh, I got a 0 cost feed. Beautiful. All right, I got the Wolfen modifier. That's great. We got a Weakness Potion, Headbutt, Warcry, Clothesline. I already have enough Headbutts, right? Yeah, between the Warcry... I guess Warcry exhausts, so let's take it. It's also a 0 cost card. All right, here I got the Bird and the Chosen. Hand of Greed is not enough, unfortunately. Wait, so if I do Hand of Greed, that's only 10 plus 5. That's 15, so I don't really have enough to get this bird to the ground. Unless I use the Flex Potion. Hang on, let's do Panacea. I think I'll use the Flex Potion because then I can do 13 plus 8. That's 21 plus 6. Yeah, that is enough. So if I do Hand of Greed, Strike, and then double damage feed. I did not account for double damage. I probably could have skipped the feed or skipped the strike or target the backliner. Here, I think I'll upgrade the Perfected Strike. Okay, once I have Pendant ready with that Perfected Strike, I'll be able to get Overkill, so I'm not too worried about that. And then another Perfected Strike. Should I just wait for another feed or Hand of Greed? Yeah, you know what? Let's do Corruption and Panacea. Actually, I'm not sure why I did Panacea. At least I'm not vulnerable, so that's helpful. Can I use the feed here? 32. Oh, no, wait. 32. I need 34. And 46 is too much. Great. No, it's 42. No, I got it right. Yeah, beautiful. All right. I need to get to 110 max HP, which is a challenge, but doable. We got a colorless, potion, spot weakness, wild strike, and flame. I know I had enough wild strikes and not enough spot weaknesses, so let's grab the collectibles here. Okay. And then going left for 2 more regular fights before the next elite. Cultist and Chosen again. At least this time I have Panacea, so that's good. Let's play 2 of those, then do Spot Weakness. I can do Iron Wave, and I don't think I need Second Wind. Well, Second Wind is also somewhat useless. Okay. Alright, 6 incoming. Let's do Warcry, see what I get. Yeah, I guess I'll do Hand of Greed. Should I wait for a feed? I should probably wait for the feed, right? Let's do Spot Weakness, then Perfected Strike. Okay. Alright, not getting the Hex, that's good. Let's see what the Finesse gives me. I guess I can do 2 more Spot Weakness. I'll accept a little bit more damage. Hoping to get another feed. Alright, I did get another feed, that's great. Enough to get rid of the backliner, and then... I guess I have double... Oh, no mind, that gets me Overkill. Okay, I'm fine taking the max HP and the Overkill modifier. I've got a Liquid Memories Potion, which I'll take over the Blood Potion, and then Combust Warcry with Thunderclap. Didn't I just pick up a Warcry? I did. Yeah, let's grab a Collectimus on that. Okay. Alright, here I got Satyr Mystic. I already got Overkill. Can I try to get combo here? If I keep a bunch of skills and get the Dark Embrace before the Corruption, it might work. Let's try this. Let's upgrade the Metalysis, because I might need the block. Let's do that, and then do Perfected Strike to incentivize the backliner to start healing these guys. Could have played the Warcry, I guess, but... Alright, okay, well, there's another Perfected Strike. Fine, let's do it. I should also try to get the feed played on the backliner at least. 10 incoming here. I think Second Wind is beautiful. Let's do that, and then I can do Perfected Strike. Okay. Yeah, I think this will get boring, so let me speed this up until I have at least a few... I should have upgraded that. At least a few Dark Embraces and then the Corruption, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I played a bunch of cards, but I only got to 15, and I filled up my hand with a bunch of attacks, and I don't have that many skills left over, so I might have to wait for a different fight to try to get combo, which is a shame. So I think in that case, I'll try to wait and use the feed. Wait, did I exhaust all my feeds? Oh, I didn't play any single feed. Okay, yeah. So I think I'll speed this up. I'll be right back with hopefully a feed. Oh, never mind. There it is. It was right there. Okay, beautiful. All right, just need 1 more max HP. We've got a Liquid Memories Potion, which, actually, you know what? I'm happy with 1. I don't think I need a second one. Thunderclap, Wild Strike, Sentinel. I already have enough Wild Strike, so, yeah, I guess with the Corruption, I should take the Sentinel for extra energy. If I had that in the previous fight, I might have allowed me to get combo. All right, backliner's not attacking. That's good. Let's do, I guess I'll do Feed together with this guy, Hand of Greed together with this guy, and then Disarm just to be safe. Although, actually, no, Disarm is better than Metalysis for this guy because it does a ×3 attack every time. Right, here, I guess I'll do Hand of Greed and Wild Strike. Okay. Not happy with the wound in my draw pile, but hopefully that'll be fine. Backline is still not attacking. That's good. Let's do Violence. Then Panacea. Then Wild Strike is not quite enough for this guy. Let's see what the Finesse gives me. Could upgrade the Wild Strike, then it'll be enough. Sure, let's do that. Then do Wild Strike and Iron Wave. Okay, now there's a small chance I might get attacked by this guy. Now I do have a weakness potion. Might be necessary. Nope, it's not being attacked still. That's good. Alright, let's do Spot Weakness, Hand of Greed. I should have considered doing the Corruption, huh? Yeah, now that I think about it, it might have been better. Alright, 30 incoming. I was worried about this. So, I'm trying to think if I should use the... Yeah, I think I have to try... Let me see what the colorless potion gives me. Mind Blast. Not enough, unless I get double damage. That's going to be enough? Yeah, with double damage, it's enough, right? So, 8, 9... Yeah, so if I do Sword Boomerang 1, Sword Boomerang 2, then double damage Mind Blast. Alright, that got me overkill too. Beautiful. Got Toxic Egg whenever you add a skill into deck, upgraded. And the Boot, whenever you deal 4 less unblocked attack damage, increase it to 5, as well as an Ancient Push, which I probably don't really need, but I'll take it. And then True Grit is a great defensive card. Let's take it. Alright, last upgrade on this act. I probably should continue to upgrade the... No, let's continue to upgrade the armaments. Again, a large act like this doesn't really matter too much, so let's upgrade something that's helpful for other stuff too. Alright, so I do have a Liquid Memory Switch, which I might use to bring back the Corruption. I do have the energy to do the Corruption now, though. Might not be a bad idea. No, but I also would like to bring back a Headbutt the Second Wind, right? So let's do Second Wind. Oh, that makes me lose the Corruption. That was really dumb. Because now I can't bring it back. Still, I can bring back the that card there and then do Feed. I'm hoping that the Second Wind is worth it here. It is not really. It only gives me 5 block. Well, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's use the one reload I have in my day to not actually make that very obvious mistake. I thought for some reason I could do Second Wind before playing the Might Blast. Before playing the Corruption. That's obviously not possible. So yeah, let's do Corruption first, I guess. Alright, then do Second Wind, which means I can't really bring back any good defensive card with the Liquid Memories. Oh, and I don't even have card draw, so there's really nothing I can do here. Okay, yeah, so I don't think... I mean, let's see what next turn brings, but... Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Alright, fine. I needed to get lucky on turn 1 to set up, I guess, to at least have a Dark Embrace, and I just didn't get that luck, so... Yeah, nothing I could have done. At least I have enough max HP to not have to worry about taking so much damage, but yeah, that is unfortunate. At least the backline took a feed. I think I can try to get it back, right? Let's do Panacea, Panacea, Strike, Wild Strike. Okay. Yeah, I guess if I can't perfect this one, might as well try to get something good out of it. Let's do Disarm, Spot Weakness, Panacea, and then if I Headbutt, I will be able to play the Bludgeon, but I think that's fine. Let's Headbutt. Well, I can still Headbutt a Bludgeon, and then do Hand of Greed you. Okay. Alright. Okay, another Disarm, that's fine. Let's do Panacea. Perfect the Strike. Do I have double damage? No, I can't. I have to choose... Well, Perfect the Strike does the most damage, so let's do that. Okay. Alright, there's a big attack. Alright, let's do... Oh, there's a Dark Embrace. A little too late, but I'll take it. And then True Grit, the other Dark Embrace, because I can't play it. And then Spot Weakness, Armaments, the Sword Boomerang. Then do Sword Boomerang. Okay. Then, too bad I can't do the Perfect the Strike. Let's upgrade everything. Then do True Grit and Finesse. Okay, did I get combo here? I feel like I played like 10 cards. Wait, so 11. Assuming I played 10 cards. I don't know. 12. At least I can do the Perfect the Strike now. Okay, that's it. Yeah, still, let's do double damage Perfect the Strike there. Okay, that was a good turn. All right. Okay, 8 incoming. So just out of curiosity, I'll count. So that's 1, 2, 3. Right, then 4. Okay, and then let's do Headbutt for 5. Bring back a... Oh, no, I don't have any skills. All right, fine. I guess, sure, 5. Then 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no, there's no way to get anywhere close to combo. Okay. Alright, and then here, let's do defend. So it's 1, 2. I mean, I'll count just for fun. Second Wind is kind of nice, gives me a lot of card draw. Let's do 3, 4, 5. That's a lot of strength. Alright, 6. Okay, 7. Alright, then 8. No, let's do 8 first. 9. Okay, then 10. Right, I'm getting rid of some powers and replacing them. Okay, 11, 12. Yeah, see, the problem is I run out of cards in my hand, or space in my hand. 13, 14, and that's it. All right, fine. In that case, the... hang on. Sport Boomerang will probably kill, right? So instead, I think I'll do Headbutt. That should make it easier to kill the backliner. And then Wild Strike. I think with all the extra strength, I should be able to bring back the feet and then kill this guy with the feet. Yeah, let's do that. All right. I mean, it's a shame I couldn't perfect, but at least I was able to get overkill out of the... Wait, no, I messed it up by 1. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. Unbelievable. All right. Okay, all right. I needed to deal a little bit more damage or gain a little bit extra strength, and I don't have either of those. All right, fine. At least I can bring back the... Actually, I think Headbutt might kill too, right? You know what? I think I'll wait just a little bit and see if I can get a feed, because I would really like to... Okay, I got the feed there. That's enough. All right, fine. Okay, at least I got the stuff modifier. Didn't perfect this one, but got stuff, so that's good. Limit Break is interesting. Exhume Brutality. Exhume might be slightly better. Let's take the Exhume. Okay. And then here, definitely going to take the Curse Key. Gain energy to serve return. One of you put an unbossed chest to obtain curse. So now I regret not taking the Tiny Chest, because that would have probably allowed me to get curses, right? Okay, so I have to hope I get the Normality event here. 1, 2, 3. 3 lead path on the left. I get 3 early question mark rooms, and then a potential shop, and another 2 question mark rooms afterwards. Okay. Let's hope, fingers crossed, for 2 curses. Alright, so here I would love to start up with the Dark Embrace. Let's upgrade the Dark Embrace, play that, then do Metallicize, and then I guess, here, let's do Iron Wave and then Sword Boomerang. That way I don't take too much damage. Okay. Right. 13. Second Wind will give me some extra card draw. That's nice. And then Panacea, True Grit. I probably don't need that many Panaceas. Okay. And then I can't... Actually, wait. Can I do 12, 13? Alright, let's just Sword Boomerang and then double damage to Wild Strike. Okay. Great. And then here, anything I need to exhume? I guess a Panacea? Yeah, sure, why not? Alright. Okay. I was hoping for some better card draw there. That's fine. I did get 13 plate armor. That's pretty good. And I already used the feed often enough, so I don't need to use the feed again. And here I can just do Headbutt and Hand of Greed. Beautiful. Alright, got a Blessing of the Forge, which I'll skip. Actually, hang on. Let's take... I already have enough armaments, right? Yeah. Kinesis Thunderclap. I never picked up enough Thunderclaps, but I've been offered a lot of them. Let's take it now. And then I will take the Blessing of the Forge over the Ancient Potion, because I don't think I need the Ancient Potion that badly. Alright, another regular fight here. Well, I got a relic out of it, so it's fine. Alright, let's upgrade everything. Then do 2 perfected strikes. That is enough to get rid of one of them. Okay. Extra energy on turn 1 with the lantern is really nice. I do definitely appreciate that. Let's do... I guess I could try to defend if I do True Grit. And then I could exhume the True Grit, but no, let's do Bludgeon here. Okay. 21. Let's do Bash and Hand of Greed. Okay. Right, I'm taking a lot of damage here, but... hang on. Can I kill with just 1 attack? Not quite. Actually, no. If I upgrade it, I can kill with 1 attack, and that way I'll have the Pendant Braid for the next fight. Wing Boots. That's awesome. You may ignore path which the next turn to travel to 3 times. Okay, a little late, but I'll take it. Spot Weakness, Cleavage, Steering Blow. I did pick up enough Spot Weaknesses, right? Yeah. I don't mind taking the Cleave because I need AoE damage, and I don't like Steering Blow. Alright, so I can use 1 extra jump to get... Oh, no. I have to choose. Okay, so I can only get 4 elites, right? So I can either use a jump here and then jump back. Or jump back here. Wait, hang on. So if I do... So if I go for 2 question mark rooms, then use 1 jump, and then another jump here, I'll get an extra question mark room, but then I have another jump left over. And I don't really need. I could jump for a shop, I guess. Or if I don't use the early jump, if I go this way, still go for the shop, and then 1 jump, a second jump, so then I can do a 3rd jump here to avoid... Yeah, honestly, let's get to the first elite and then decide. Yeah. Alright, here, let's see if I get a Mind Blast. That would make my life much easier. I did get a Mind Blast. That does make my life much easier. Alright, I still have to try to get combo at some point, though. I already have enough Panaceas. I don't want those Enlightenment Dark Shackles. Did I get an offer here? I got another Panacea. That's great. Alright, let's do Deep Breath here and here. I'll do Dark Shackles because it exhausts. Okay. And no Normality event. I did get the Wraith. Now, with the Mind Blast, it's not the worst. Could also just get a Collector's on the Madnesses, but I'm hoping to get curses here, so let's take the Wraith. Okay. Does mean my opening hand is now full of cards, unfortunately. Also full of Mind Blast, so that's fine. And that's a very easy overkill here. Alright, let's do... Wait, should I do... I mean, okay, let's do a strike here because the Mind Blasts are enough to get rid of these guys anyway. And that way, at least I can deal extra damage with Pendib. Can I get 47? That's going to be really tough to pull off. Let me see if I can get a Headbutt by any chance. No. I think I'll do the Corruption, though. That might be useful. Let's do another Warcry. Alright, at least there's a spot weakness. And then Iron Wave or Metallicist. Let's do Iron Wave. Now, unfortunately, these two are coming back to life. Alright. Yeah, I need to upgrade at least one of these Mind Blasts, right? Let's do Spot Weakness, Panacea, Finesse. Another Spot Weakness, and now at least the Sword Boomerang is pretty powerful. Okay. Yeah, definitely losing some HP, though. How am I doing time-wise? Okay, not horrible. Anything I can exhume? Probably another Spot Weakness, so I don't think that's super necessary. Let's see what I can get. How about Warcry? That will give me effectively card draw. Yeah, Dark Shackles is fine. Dark Embrace is much better, though. Let's do Dark Embrace, then Dark Shackles, okay. And then I can do Hand of Greed, or actually Iron Wave is enough for this guy. I can do a Strike for the backliner, and now I just have to deal 22 damage on this one. Hopefully that's doable. With the Bludgeon, yeah, okay. I got a Power Potion, which I'll skip. Power Through, Dual Wield, Flex. Didn't pick up that early Dual Wield that was offered, right? So yeah, I think Power Through is much better now. Let's take that. And then, yeah, I think I'll skip a red set. Let's just do a regular or an elite fight here. And then this should be easy with 2 Mind Blasts. Okay. And I have a double damage Mind Blast next turn 2. Got Potion Belt on pickup. Upon pickup, gain 2 potion slots, as well as Kunai every time I play 3 attacks in a single turn, gain 1 dexterity, a dex potion, and did I get a collect most on the disarm? I didn't. Let's grab it now. I could have gotten a collect most on the cleave as well. Alright, so I think it's more important to hit a shop than do well, actually, yeah. So if I jump now, that's 1 jump, and then I can either jump here or jump here. I can't do, like, I can do 2 jumps, 3 jumps, and then not go. Actually, if I do 3 jumps here, I'll get 2 more question mark rooms at the end. Whereas if I go left now, do 1 jump, a second jump, I only get 1. Actually, no, I can do a second jump, then the question mark, then jump over. So it's basically the same. So I might not have a shop at the end, so let's hit a shop now. Yeah, I think that's better. All right. This is awesome. Prevent the first time you lose HP each combat. That's great. In terms of cards, I should get a collect most on the Exhume. Did I have one on True Grit? No. So let's grab a collect most on the True Grit. No way to get Alex Shiny, right? And I think that's fine. I guess Secret Techniques. Oh, I can't afford it. Never mind. Should I buy potions? Weakness Potion, Attack Potion, or Gambler's Brew? Gambler's Brew is fine. Let's do Feel No Pain. That might give me a lot of block. And then I can't afford the Gambler's Brew. Let's, I guess, make the Mind Blast stronger by buying a Clash. Sure. Okay. Alright, and then I have to go left, right? Yeah, and then do 1 jump here, a second jump here, and that's all I can do. Yeah, let's go left, okay? Alright, here, upgrade 1 of those Mind Blasts. Okay, so now with Lantern at 4 energy, I can play 3 Mind Blasts. That should be enough, right? That should be enough to kill everything. I guess the question is if I... Oh, wait, right. I got an extra Curse here with Curse Key. We also got Frozen Egg. Whenever you add a power card to deck, whenever you add a power card into deck, upgrade it. Gain nothing. Alright, so that means I was able to get the curses. So I needed to take the right? I don't think there's a way around that. Now, I was hoping to get, what do you call it? A combo here, but I think that's going to be difficult. Let's start with a Disarm, then double damage Mind Blast. It's almost 300 damage, and then I can kill here. Alright, fine. So I should have gotten combo earlier. If I didn't get it, it's going to be impossible to get now. We got Mummified Hand. When we play power card, random card in your hand because 0 that turn, and Blood Vial at the start of each combat, heal 2 HP. A Blood Potion, which I probably don't need, and I don't have any of these. I would love the Offering. Let's take the Offering. Alright, let's do a jump here. Alright, Nemesis shouldn't be too difficult. Mind Blast, and yeah, Perfect the Strike. Nope, let's do another Mind Blast. Okay. Alright, Nunchaku every time play 10 attacks, get extra energy, and Shuriken every time play 3 attacks in a single turn, get 1 strength, as well as a Fire Potion, which I'll take over the Blood Potion. Power Through, Wild Strike, and Flame. I picked up a Power Through just now, right? Let's get a collect most on those. So I could just skip question mark rooms, right? Because I don't really need them. But who knows? Maybe they'll give me something fun. Okay, this is the opposite of fun, but I'm okay losing one of the unupgraded armaments. And then last jump here. Got a Reptomancer. Okay. And then 2 Mind Blasts are enough. Beautiful. Alright, Chariot's Astral, when you exhaust a card, deal 3 damage to all enemies, and Anchor Stage combo with 10 block. So it's a Gambler's Brew, which I'll probably need more than a, what do you call it, a Fire Potion. And then here I can't get a collect most on any of these. Let's take the Shockwave. So if I had enough gold, actually if this gives me a relic somehow, I'll get the Alex Shiny modifier. No, alright. I think I can transform, how about another Panacea? No, let's transform a, I don't know, a regular Strike? A regular Defend. Let's transform a regular Defend. I got Heavy Blades, okay. Alright, I missed I like Shine by 1 relic, which is a shame. That cost me 50 gold, and I definitely could have bought a relic at some point. Let's upgrade another Mind Blast here. And then here, Awaken 1 is probably the toughest fight here, right? So, I don't have double damage yet. I do have a Liquid Memories Pusher, so that should be good. So, let's do Mind Blast 1, Mind Blast 2, then Bludgeon, and then I'll have a double damage Mind Blast for not quite enough, but almost enough. So, let's do Bludgeon here. Oh, actually, I guess I can do Mind Blast here. Okay. Then wait. Okay. Alright. And then here, I'll bring back the Mind Blast. That's 278, and then I have a Cleave, right? Yeah, let's do Mind Blast here, and then Heavy Blade and Cleave is enough. Awesome. Alright, at least I perfected this one with the Mind Blast. Missed, I like Shiny, missed combo. I think that cost me a lot of points, but shouldn't be a bad score otherwise, right? 17-12, I think I perfected everything. So of the 9 elites I fought, I perfected 8. Which ones did I miss? Oh, right, the Grumman, the second elite on Act 1, right? Was able to get 13 collectibles out of 150 cards. That seems low, honestly. Yeah, let me know in comments if you got more or less. I was also able to get Overkill. Curses was fairly doable thanks to the Curse Key. Was able to... Oh, if I'd taken the Tiny Chest, I would have been able to not only get Curses, but also would have been able to get I Like Shiny. So I think I missed 50 points easily there. Yeah, that's a shame. So 1762 would have been possible if I had risked and taken the Tiny Chest. And, okay, so I am 15th right now. With an extra 50 points, 1762 would have put me in 8th place. That would have been a much better score. I am, interestingly, only 21 points above Goldberry. I guess it would be explained if... Wait, did I didn't skip... Oh, I guess maybe I used Wind Boots differently. Maybe Goldberry got Wind Boots earlier or later. So 21 points, that means that I have fought... Goldberry had less regular fights. I thought I wasn't really maximizing question mark rooms. I am curious. Yeah, let me know in the comments how you were able to get a 21-point difference. But, yeah, not a bad score. With the Tiny Chest, I Like Shiny would have been 1672. And then if I somehow got in combo, that would have been another 25 points. That would have been very difficult. And then, other than that, I think it does come down to collective bonuses. So I had 13. Let me know in the comments how many you had. Let's review the scores from yesterday. Alright, so yesterday was an Ironclad run with the draft, blue cards, and picking hunter modifiers, and it was interesting. People went for different types of decks. So first of all, we have Gemino with 1642. That is 23 points more than me. Congratulations, Gemino perfected 11 of the 12 elites. Interestingly, I think nobody was able to get all the 12 elites, but everybody missed at least one elite. Different ones, though. So I missed the Gen Head. Gemino missed the Grumman. Was able to get all the bosses, though. Was able to get Highlander. Also, interestingly, the type of deck that Gemino went for was a deck that does not rely on orbs, which is not something that I usually do. And then, yeah, Gemino had a reprogram, also had a Hyper Beam, which made things much easier. But then, other than that, had the same modifiers, so Overkill, Lightspeed, I Like Shiny, exactly with 25 relics. And the difference to my score is that Gemino was able to get the Insignificant modifier exactly with 50 cards. Mentioned that on Act 3, he was able to hit an extra shop that allowed him to be able to buy an extra card, so congratulations, or 2 extra cards. I missed it by 2. Next, you have me here with 1619. I perfected 11 of the 12 elites. I missed the Giant Head, only by 1 turn 2, which is unfortunate. Got all the bosses. Was able to get Highlander. Olay pointed out that I did not sort A to Z, but yeah, that sorting A to Z did not help me the day before where I missed it. And yeah, Base mentioned that I should put another sticky to check for duplicates, although that's always hard, right? I always obviously know I have to check for duplicates. Yesterday I did. Actually, I do remember looking at my footage where I looked through my deck and I did see the 2 Wavy Hands. I just didn't, like, notice it. It didn't register. And also, I think at some point I drew 2 Wavy Hands, and I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, which card gave me a random second Wavy Hand? Yeah, so sometimes there's just mental block, and there's nothing you can do about that. But at least I do remember back in the day it happened a lot. Like, when I first started Slay the Spire, there would be, like, yeah, there will be a lot of days where I've missed Highlander because of a stupid mistake like this. So it does happen sometimes. You know, let's try to minimize it, I guess. Anyway, I was able to also get Overkill and Lightspeed, as well as I Like Shiny with 25 relics, but missed Insignificant by 2 cards, and no chance of getting cursed. I only saw 1 curse throughout the whole run. Then you have Spring here with 1600. Goldberry got 1594. Goldberry perfected 11 of the 12 elites. All the bosses only missed the Lightspeed modifier, so still pretty good score. Nescafe and Pelts are tied for 1571. Nescafe mentioned that he got an early corruption that, together with the Dark Embrace, made the run much easier. So that surprised me because I don't think I saw a single corruption yesterday, which, of course, I did get an early Dark Embrace, but the corruption was not did not show up for me. And then you have Mike here with 1569 and Cyberfox with 1567. Nick got 1492. Oh, I skipped over Cosmino. Cosmino got 1417, and that's it for top 100. Missing top 100 just by a little bit. You have Thanatos, who I hadn't seen in a long time, so I'm very happy to see him trying out a daily again with 1366, and then Alex ended up with 1353. Alex perfected 7 of the 11 elites. Alex skipped an elite on Act 2, trying to get Mr. Machine, but unfortunately failed on that. He also unfortunately missed one of the bosses, the champ, so he wasn't able to get the extra 100 points there. He mentioned that he drafted a very defensive deck, which I sort of did too, but then he also got tempted by the body slam, and I think that might have been a little difficult to pull off. He also was able to get Highlander, Stuffed, Overkill, and I Like Shiny, and then missed the Instant Beam modified by 2 cards just like me. So not a bad score, but missing that one boss did cost him quite a bit. Anyway, that's it for yesterday. Let me know in the comments what you did for today, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.